After months of trying to contact HR with emails, phone calls, and getting absolutely nowhere, they finally reached out. But it wasn't to ask how I was doing. It wasn't to see if I needed anything. It was this: an exhausted leave status letter on my email, my work email. It basically says if you don't contact us by today, actually the 20th, your employment could be terminated. I've been waiting months to hear from somebody, months, and now suddenly the clock is ticking. So today I'm waiting for one email from my doctor, because without it, I could lose the job I've had for years. I honestly don't know how much longer I can keep living like this. It's been since October 12th, 2025. That's the last time I received a paycheck. 9 months. 9 months of trying to survive without an income. And somehow, I'm still here. For the last few months, I've been trying to get answers for my job. I kept emailing HR, calling, waiting, nothing. No replies, no updates, just silence. Then I get that note. But finally, one of my coworkers felt bad enough that they asked my boss if he could get someone from HR to contact me. A little while later, a few days ago, I heard back. For the rest of the time and months, I actually felt hopeful. I thought maybe, just maybe, something was finally moving in the right direction. But that hope didn't last very long. I was supposed to receive my yearly boot allowance. I still had one personal day left from last year, and I thought I should also receive holiday pay. I got Christmas, New Year's for the 4th. Instead, payroll told me I've been idle too long. So now I have to fight them through the union. Another phone call, another waiting game, another person saying, well, I'll get back to you. At this point, I don't have the luxury of waiting anymore. I contacted my doctor and asked if she would release me to go back to work, because honestly, I need money, any money. But she said no, not yet. Before she'll even consider releasing me, I have to go through another stress test and wear a heart monitor for 48 hours. Then they'll decide if I'm healthy enough to return. Because what originally looked like anxiety is turning out to be much more than that. They're now looking at cardiac issues. Most people don't realize what I actually do for work. I drive forklifts. I drive a roll truck. If I black out or have a heart problem behind the wheel, I could hurt myself or someone else. So even though every part of me wants to go back to work, I understand why my doctor is being cautious. It just doesn't make paying the bills any easier. Speaking of bills, my power has been shut off. My internet is gone. I've already been evicted once because I physically couldn't finish moving everything out of the apartment. I had to take money out of my retirement just to pay my landlord the first time and buy myself a little more time. Now I'm 3 months behind again. Another eviction. Some of my belongings are still sitting there because I simply haven't been able to get everything out. You all remember the during that storm, everything just mangled the whole thing. The other side's worse. I don't even know if I can get around to it to show you. Jed, the one I spent so much time putting together, it's still sitting mangled in someone's yard. Every time I see it, it reminds me of everything that seems to keep falling apart. Now I'm probably going to have to take my truck off the road. I can't afford the insurance anymore. Without insurance, there's no point in driving it without the truck. Getting anywhere becomes another challenge. It's amazing how quickly one problem turns into 10. Right now, the little games I play on my phone have literally been paying my phone bill every month. That's about all they've been able to cover. If it wasn't for friends, I honestly don't know where I'd be. They've given me a place to stay. They feed me every day. They let me shower. They've even helped with little things like cigarettes. I don't smoke much, maybe 1 pack a week. But when you have absolutely no income, even that becomes something you can't afford. I'm incredibly grateful for the people who've stepped in when life completely fell apart. One thing I refuse to give up on is YouTube. This channel, The Life Flip, may still be small, but every comment, every subscriber, every person who watches gives me hope. I also started a second channel called Simply AI with Carrie. If you're curious about it, if you're curious about AI but have no idea where to start, that's exactly who it's for. I'm learning right alongside all of you. I'm also trying to create PDFs, journals, digital products, anything that might help me start earning an income again. I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to work, I just need someone to give me the chance. And the fights aren't over yet. Now I have to deal with my company's new insurance provider to see if they'll approve my long-term disability. I've been paying into that insurance company through every paycheck. Now it's time to find out if they'll actually stand behind what I've been paying for. I'm also seriously considering talking to a lawyer about MetLife denying my short-term disability. They decided anxiety wasn't enough to keep me out of work, but now we're finding out it may have been my heart all along. Insurance companies collect millions of dollars every year, but when it's finally your turn to need help, it suddenly feels like every door closes. I don't know what the next few months are going to look like. I honestly don't. Some days it's hard to stay positive. Some days I wonder how much more I can take. But then I remind myself, if I quit now, everything I've fought through so far was for nothing. So tomorrow, I'll make another phone call, fill out another form, send another email, make another video, and keep trying. Because that's really all I can do. If you've ever had to fight an insurance company, been denied disability, or found yourself starting over with absolutely nothing, I'd really like to hear your story. Leave me a comment below. I read every single one. Sometimes your stories help me more than you know. If you're new here, consider subscribing. This channel isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about showing what happens when life completely flips upside down. And somehow you keep going anyway. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.